Hey, what's going on? Chris Eischen here, AltRevTec. We're talking about alternative revenue through technology. I wanted to talk about this week. I went to Owens Community College and I got to speak to different DECA students. DECA is like a high school program where they're learning about entrepreneurship and leadership and like how to pitch, do a sales pitch and stuff. So pretty neat stuff, pretty cool programs for high school kids to really understand and like get a lay of the land of what entrepreneurship might look like, what pitching your business or your idea might be like in the real world. So it's pretty cool. And in one of the contests, the kids said that they have their team goes up and then they read whatever's on that piece of paper, and then they've got to pitch whatever that piece of paper tells them that they have. And so they only have a short amount of time to kind of understand what it is that they're pitching and then formulate some sort of strategy to relaying that to the judges. And so then you have other business people judging, who gave the best pitch. So it's pretty cool. It keeps them nimble, keeps them on their toes. But I wanted to share that because I came in contact with the opportunity to go speak at that event through being a member of my Toastmasters group. So I'm out there networking, and as I'm networking, I'm actually not out there networking, right? I was out there working and honing my own personal skills so that I can show up better on here and, when I'm speaking in public. So I go and I practice and I put myself in places where I get to continue to practice so that I can better myself. Toastmasters is a great place to go to practice, to give yourself that repetition of speaking in front of people so that when you feel that nervousness isn't so overwhelming. You still feel it. That's the thing I don't think a lot of people understand is like, oh, I'm a public speaker. I do it all the time. I don't get nervous. No, I still get nervous. I get freaked out on the way there and all that beforehand. But I've done it on repetition enough times that I know what I need to do to set myself up to win. So I show up in my best version of my best self and be able to impact that audience or those students in the greatest way that I know how, right? In my greatest capacity. But my speech was on digital influence. What does it look like to create digital influence? That is literally using the internet, using technology to create trust and build a community of people. And in that community, the more trust that you build, the more influence that you have. So if I say, I really like this product, this product here is so awesome, you should go buy it. And you trust me, you're going to go buy it if you need that product, right? And maybe you'll even go buy it just to support me because you know and you trust me so much, or whoever the person is, right? That's what digital influence is it's not just having an audience, but it's having an audience that you're influencing, that you can make a request of, or as you show or wear something, they're like, ooh, I want to get that outfit, or I like the style that person has, and so I want to mimic that. So we have all kinds of types of influence, and so these kids now have an opportunity to sign up for a class at Owens Community College that is being an influencer. What is this digital influencer age, and how do I become that, right? The statement I like to use is, what will that require of me? If my goal is this XYZ out here, what is that going to require of me to build up the skills to be able to achieve that goal? So that's AltRevTec. We're talking about alternative revenue through technology. That might mean learning new skills, new programs. There's new opportunities that are available to us. And it's like, what are we doing to take advantage of those opportunities? What are we doing to take advantage of the situation that we have available with the technology of being able to reach millions of people across the globe, to be able to take the things that we're thinking about in the moment, put it on record, and cast that out to the globe, right? And if we do that consistently enough, and with enough passion and heart, there's going to be other people out there. I don't care what your fringe concept is. There's going to be people out there that are interested in that. And they're going to start paying attention to you. And then your level of influence will be determined based upon how many of those people will take action based on the things that you're saying. Like and subscribe down below. That's a perfect example. How many times you see that happen? Like and subscribe down below in a video. If you're getting good information from this video, like and subscribe. Why do you think you hear that all the time in videos? Because that's what they're doing. They're getting you to respond in some fashion. Now, the next response would be, hey, I've got this type of drink. Who do we know that has a drink that's out and is pitching this drink and it's selling like hotcakes? There's influencers that are able to do that, to create a product, put it out there, and then literally have it in stores across the country due to the demand from their social level of influence, right? We're seeing that happen. That's on a larger scale. That the person I'm speaking about has a huge audience, but there's still things that are available in small niche audiences as well. So that's what digital influence is about. How do we leverage it? How do we take advantage of that? For me, it's this, right? Showing up here, giving you guys content around creating revenue online. And that begins with tapping into a passion, building trust with the people around the thing that I'm passionate about. And then somewhere in that realm, there's going to be ways to create revenue, right? So it may not be. So here's an example, perfect example. My friend Connor Sonsberg. You can find him on TikTok, Facebook. He's on all the channels. But Connor and YouTube too. What he did is he's a DIY kid. He was wrenching on his truck, trying to upgrade it, just doing all these things, finding parts at the junkyard and just fixing it himself, right? Getting dirty. Well, he decided to take a camera or a phone and set it up on a tripod and hit record while he's wrenching on it. And then he takes that and he plays it in fast forward mode, or maybe he recorded it in time lapse, whichever it was. And he goes and he posts that online. And the next time he's out there working on a project, records it, posts it online, posts it online, posts it online. He gets enough followers that a company sees that and says, hey, that is pretty sweet what you're creating through your social channels. Here's one of our products. Record your install of that product on your car. And then, that way we can then reference to people, hey, you want to see our product being used? Go check out this video, right? So the benefit to the company is, like, for the cost of one product, we can have a video made. Whereas if we have to do production and hire a film crew and all that, we're talking thousands and thousands of dollars. We're just sending them a free product is, hundreds of dollars when you look at the hard cost of it, right? So he gets this product. He's like static. He gets to put it on his vehicle, make his car look cool, and it didn't cost him anything. All he had to do is hit record like he was anyway, right? Well, the more and more he did that, the more consistency that he built with that, the more and more companies kept sending him stuff. He's getting stuff for boats, for trailers, for trucks, all kinds of different vehicles. And that's also given him an opportunity to grow another business too, through that influence that he has online. So not only is he getting those products from companies, not only is he getting paid to shoot those commercials, but he's also started a business because people see him doing that and they say, hey, can you do that for me? Well, then he hires a group of people to go and create a mechanic shop that does that for them. Now they're installing the fenders and the, changing the parts out and all the different things. So he's got a whole shop of mechanics now that he can basically have work on projects. And that's everything from mechanical to car detailing and all that. He's done some amazing stuff with that. And he did that through his influence online. Found multiple streams of revenue off of one thing. And that was just doing the things he enjoys and recording it. So it doesn't, you don't have to overthink digital influence. You don't have to overthink that you have to do all of these things or be this thing that you're not. It's truly about being your authentic self, showing up, providing as much value as you can. And in the providing of the value, the money, the revenue piece of it will come, because you show up, you give. Gary Vee talks about this all the time. He even wrote a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook, right? So it's give, then make the ask. So the idea is just give as much value as you can, and the money will come. The influence that you create will provide on the other end. And it may take some discovering of your own to figure out what that revenue streams look like and how to connect them. But there are so many new ways of creating revenue that when I got started in this industry 10 years ago, that didn't exist. The only real way that we had was selling apparel. You know, I'll throw my logo on my t-shirt, throw that on the website. People can support by buying the t-shirt. Cool. I make, you know, $5 to $10 every shirt that we sell. Like, neat. You know, we sell 200 shirts, like, and we're making some cash. But you know, that also took a lot of money out of pocket that we had to buy those shirts outright, right? So there's different ways to create revenue, and it's about exploring what those are in the areas that you're interested in, your niches. So that's all I had to share with you guys today. I hope you got value from that. If so, please share in the comments below. Let me know what you enjoyed about this video, and maybe some questions that you have in some other areas and topics.